yeah, I've always kind of been interested in music journalism, then also reporting more broadly. It was really, I think, working for the college radio station that sort of more kind of ingrained me into, the local music scene where I was living and got me really interested in that.
Okay, one of the reasons I asked is because not everyone develops an impulse for investigative journalism. The way you have exhibited in this book, hundreds of interviews, trying to really get to the real story. So swimming within all of what we've just discussed and your memory jogging, do you know where your impulse for investigative journalism maybe comes from?
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting that you asked that because almost no one has asked about that. But I do think that it's hard to place exactly, but I do think that from a really young age, it's something that I was really interested in. Like when I was in high school, I was obsessed with investigating Walmart. It was just like an interest of mine. And I ended up like all of my papers for senior year of high school, I convinced like all of my teachers to let me do like investigations into Walmart's business practices. So I think also, I've always kind of been interested in like investigating corporations and especially ones that are kind of normalized in everyday life and trying to kind of ask, why, what are the consequences? And in some ways, I think that a lot of the language around investigation and critique into Walmart, at least in the, that would have been around 2005 to 2007 when that was a obsessive research interest of mine, not in like a serious way, basically just as like a teenager who had access to the internet for the first time.
Yeah.